will the whole process of VAWA take? I have an approved I-130. Ooh, that's awesome that you have an approved I-130, because what that means is that immigration has already considered your marriage real and not just for immigration purposes, right? So that is great. That's something that's also required for a VAWA. So the fact that you have an approved I-130 is really helpful for a VAWA. So essentially what you want to do in terms of VAWA, it can take over 2.5 years, but it's a new application. Your I-130 and green card based on your spouse is just not going to be approved. Again, I don't know your immigration history. This is general information, but if you have an I-130 and green card application based on marriage and your spouse doesn't appear to the interview, or your spouse doesn't want to help you with that process anymore, there's no way for that to get approved, right? There's no way for it to be approved, because what you've initially filed is a marriage-based green card application where your spouse is saying that they will sponsor you, they will support you, that you're in a real marriage, not just for immigration purposes. And this is something that you're doing together. VAWA is different in that you're doing it independently of your spouse. If you have the I-130, great, because part of VAWA is to show that it's a real marriage, not just for immigration purposes. So that's going to help your VAWA case, but just know that your VAWA is a separate application. It's something that you're doing independently without the help of your spouse based on abuse in your marriage. So the I-130, the I-360, they're unrelated, right? But you will need to do something, because the marriage-based application with your spouse has no way of being approved, because they're not going to, they can't approve it if your spouse is no longer willing to help you with that application. Okay, so that's something you have to keep in mind, and I would do it sooner. If you have an I-130 and green card application filed and your spouse is not showing up for the interview, right, that can only be denied. And once it's denied, if you have no other status, you can be put in removal proceedings, right? You can, currently the administration is not doing that immediately, but it is possible for them, if they suspect fraud, to put you into removal proceedings. So it's important you have another application filed right away, so you can let that officer know that you are doing a VAWA, that this marriage has broken down, that it's not working, and now you qualify for VAWA and you have submitted this VAWA application. So we've done that for clients in the past, and I would highly recommend that if your spouse is not showing up with you to that interview and you qualify for VAWA, get that application filed as soon as possible, so you are protected from being put into removal proceedings, right? If you're worried about the cost of VAWA or cost of working with an attorney to do VAWA, it is going to be way more expensive for you to defend yourself in removal court, in immigration court, than it is to file your VAWA application. That is going to keep you in status where you might also be eligible for a work permit and for travel authorization, independent of that application from your spouse. You no longer have to depend on them moving forward with that one. You are separate and strong and on your own with your VAWA application. Okay, so call us if we can help you with that. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. We help with VAWA applications all the time. So we can certainly work with you and see if you are eligible, do a consultation with us where we can talk about your situation and your case, and we can figure out the timing and process and everything that's involved when we do a consultation. So we do them by Zoom, by phone, or in person. Feel free to stop by the office with an appointment. Don't just show up. We had someone come here the other day without an appointment, and unfortunately I wasn't able to see them. They drove all the way from North Carolina, and I'm sorry that I missed them, but the best way to make sure I'm available for you, that we're ready for you, is to schedule an appointment. So if you want to do it in person, great, but make sure you have an appointment. Same with phone or Zoom, right? So give us a call, schedule your appointment. You can also go online, look at our Facebook page, Agarwal Immigration, or our website, agarwalimmigration.com, to schedule a consultation. All right.